Hey guys, welcome back to Newbreed Film Reviews. This is Dave, and on this episode, I'm going to be doing a solo review on Sicario. Now, I just saw Sicario. I'm a little late on this. I heard about it. I was kind of interested in it, but for whatever reason, I was a little bit late on checking this one out. Finally got a chance to see it. And I was mad at myself. I was mad at myself because I don't even understand how this movie slipped through the cracks for me. This movie, Sicario, was freaking amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of, I like sci-fi, fantasy, horror films. But I also like a good crime flick. I like, Scarface is like one of my favorite movies, like of all time. I love Heat. Drive, reality based. Drive is not that reality based, but there's a lot of crazy things that happen. But, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, I do appreciate The Town. That's another example. I do appreciate a reality based movie. And, crime flicks, drug movies. And this one like slipped through the cracks for me. And when I finally got to see it, like I said, I was just like fucking blown away. Kind of reminded me in a way of No Country for Old Men, which is another one of my all-time favorite movies. And that movie to me is like a masterpiece. Absolutely amazing. Let me just read you guys some of the ratings on Sicario. So Sicario got a 7.8 on IMDb. It got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it got an 81% on Metacritic. Now, Rotten Tomatoes is a little bit more on the money. It could have even went to 95%. It was a great movie. It was directed by Denis Villeneuve. I believe he's a French director. And he's also done Prisoners. And I'm pretty excited about this because I do enjoy his style of movie and his directing. He's going to direct Blade Runner 2. That is absolutely insane. Ridley Scott's Blade Runner is like an all-time sci-fi classic. And it's getting a sequel, and this director, he's a good director, man. Like I said, I like his style, and I think he's probably going to do amazing with that. And I'm very excited for that. But anyway, back onto Sicario. It was directed by Denis Villeneuve. Cinematography by Roger Deakins. Amazing cinematography, but I'm going to get into that. Screenplay by Taylor Deakins. Great screenplay. It stars Benicio del Toro. Amazing actor. Awesome actor. So underrated. Emily Blunt is in this. Hot, but also a good actress. Josh Brolin. He's a boss. Great actor as well. John Bernthal from the Walking Dead fame. He played Shane, and he's cast as the Punisher in the Netflix original series. Well, Marvel series. I'm like the biggest Punisher fan on the planet, but I'm not even going to get into that. But Bernthal has the acting chops. I was kind of hating on him at first, but I changed my tune. Anyway, continuing with Sicario, and Jeffrey Donovan is in this, and he's from the show Burn Notice. Brian actually is familiar with this guy. He loved that series. I might throw some spoilers out for this movie, but I'll give like fair warning. I'm just gonna flat out grade this right off the jump. I'm gonna give Sicario an A. It was that good. It was damn near perfect. And the movie, I mean, it got great ratings across the boards from all the major sites and critic acclaim. You just read great things about this movie, and it's well deserved. It may not be everybody's cup of tea because it's kind of like a slow build, rolling thunder kind of movie. You know, it's not like don't expect like a Scarface or some crazy ass like action packed drug crime movie. It's not that, but there are like shocking scenes in it. There is action in it. It's flat out violence in your face, but it's also suggestive, which is sometimes more effective. And like, I relate it to like how everyone says books are better than movies. And the reason that books are better than movies is because your imagination creates the world and fills in the gaps. And your own mind and imagination could sometimes be far more detailed and scarier, let's say when it comes to something horror or gore, than anything you actually see that somebody else creates. Like sometimes, like when your own mind fills in the gaps, it's better and more vivid. And this movie masterfully did that. Like there was like scenes in it where you don't really see what's going on, but you get what's happening, and it's like it's more disturbing and shocking and gets to you. I just have to give major props to my dude Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro is so underrated. It's not even funny. This dude has not he's not just stepped on a scene. He's been around for a hot minute, and he's a fantastic actor. Loved him in Traffic. The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones is another movie with Benicio del Toro that I highly recommend. And he's just, like I said, a super underrated, great actor. I do not believe he has won an Oscar yet, but he's bound for one, I hope. And he's doing, man. The guy is just phenomenal. He got like a certain swag and style about him, and he's magnetic on screen. Emily Blunt did great. She's coming up, making a great name for herself. She's very popular now. I personally liked her in the Tom Cruise flick. It was like a sci-fi action called Edge of Tomorrow, and she's freaking hot. Emily Blunt she's blazing. Very nice to look at on screen. Josh Brolin did his thing. Great actor as well. Every time the guy's on screen, he does a phenomenal job. If I can talk about the things that I loved about this movie, in no specific order, I'm gonna say the score. The soundtrack, the score of this movie was like haunting. It was like, it fit so perfectly with the movie, and it fit so perfectly with the cinematography, which was like stunning and beautiful in itself. And it was shot well, and like I said, the score was like so fitting for so many scenes and fitting for certain characters. Like there's one track that you can YouTube, is called The Beast. Like YouTube Sicario The Beast. And there's one specific character that is linked to this tune, and it's so fitting. I'm probably going to get into spoilers now, but I'm not going to get too heavy. So I'm giving you guys fair warning. In about 10 seconds, I'm going to just kind of talk about the movie. So we're getting into spoilers, guys. You had your chance to get off. If you want to stick with me, that's fine too. So this track, The Beast, it's like a haunting, like theme music, I would say, of a specific character. And it's Benicio del Toro's character, Alejandro. Alejandro is a beast. Like in the movie, he is basically walking death. Like that's the vibe you get from him. And he reminded me of Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men, which is played by Javier Bardem. And he also was Walking Death to me. Like, that's what he reminded me of. Every time you saw that character on screen, you know, some shit was gonna go down and somebody was gonna die. And it was like imminent danger whenever you see that character. And Benicio del Toro's character, Alejandro, had that same vibe. Just a dark, menacing, no nonsense demon that was created by drug cartels. Like, to my knowledge, the guy was like, I think, a lawyer. I'm not quite sure his background in the movie, but certain things were like alluded to. And this is like major spoilers right now, but his wife was beheaded and his daughter was thrown in acid. And they created a monster. They took his soul away by taking his family away in this fashion, in this manner. And, he became a hunter of like the people responsible who did this to his family. And, he was, like I said, walking death, man, a complete fucking badass. Benicio del Toro, like I said, phenomenal performance. Not many actors can pull a performance off like that and just kind of, you know, give you shivers up your spine, like just by like a look or like the way he says something. So props to Benicio. I don't think he got the proper recognition that he deserved for this movie, because I didn't hear like a lot of buzz with him. I heard the movie was great, but not a lot about Benicio, and he deserves like all the accolades, like especially for this movie. He just absolutely killed it. John Bernthal also had a smaller role in this, and John Bernthal is a good actor, man, and he's coming up. He's, you know, he's branched from TV series The Walking Dead to Hollywood now. And he's transitioned beautifully. Like, he's doing his thing. He's getting more roles. And he's just a good actor, man. The guy's really talented. He got something about him as well. And I'm pretty happy for him that he's getting, you know, he's becoming very successful, like in Hollywood. And like I said, this role that's coming up for him actually like put him over the top. He's gonna play the Punisher. Like, that is fucking epic, man. Like, the Punisher is my favorite character. He's like the darkest Marvel character out there, like anti-hero. And, he hasn't been portrayed too well on screen yet. To me, Dolph Lundgren in 1989's Punisher, that was the best portrayal of like, you know, he kind of captured the suicidal, homicidal, psychotic aspect of the character. And then, Thomas Jane did pretty good. He had a good look, but it was like a watered down Punisher, because the studios try to, you know, make a big turnaround and they get greedy. So they compromise the integrity of these characters by like, you know, watering them down. So, it's a discredit to the character. It sucks. Ray Stevenson did Punisher Warzone. He was okay. That movie was rated R, but it was goofy. But here we are with Netflix, taking the steering wheel of the Punisher character, and it's gonna be fucking epic. You know, look what they did with Daredevil and Jessica Jones. They pulled no punches, and major successes, like, you know, those shows hit, and they got, extended seasons. And if they do Punisher in the same manner, it's going to be a huge success. And Punisher is a dark character. Like, if Jessica Jones and Daredevil, if those shows were dark to people, wait till they get a load of Frank Castle, you know, a true portrayal of the Punisher. Rant. I don't even know how I branched off into the Punisher, but back to Sicario. I highly recommend it for anybody out there. It was easily one of the best movies of 2015. You know, there was a handful of movies that were like fantastic. One of them was The Martian, The Revenant, Sicario is up there. What else was good? Star Wars: The Force Awakens was a good flick. I gotta say, man, out of all those flicks that I mentioned, The Hateful Eight, out of all those flicks I mentioned, I'm probably gonna say, and this may sound crazy to some people, but I'm gonna say I think Sicario was the better of all those movies. Like it was probably like the movie of the year for me. And, it takes a lot to impress me. The movie just like clicked with me. What could I say? I loved every aspect of it. Just well done. So like I said, I give it an A. I would absolutely own it on Blu-ray. And again, this is like an ongoing thing with me. If you follow my reviews or follow the podcast, you know that how much I enjoy a movie, it kind of goes along the lines of, how much I'll pay for it. So for Sicario, man, I would drop 15 to 20 bucks on a Blu-ray of Sicario. That's how much I liked it. No $5 Walmart bin. I paid 15 to 20 for it. It was a great movie again, not to sound redundant and repetitive. Go watch it. I would, definitely recommend it for a entertaining, deep, dark crime flick. My only suggestion, however, is going with no expectations and just allow yourself to be like immersed in the movie and into the story, and you're going to enjoy it that much more. So that's my review for Sicario. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for the plays and the subscriptions. We really appreciate it on the podcast. If you have any questions, feedback, requests, you can hit us up at Newbreed Film Reviews 2014 at Gmail. Hit us up on our Twitter. We have a Facebook page. We're on pretty much every podcast directory. We're on iTunes. So, yeah, that's it, guys. And, take care and catch you on the next episode.